Hello everyone, welcome to Decode ITES. This is a single learning platform for multiple IT infrastructure technologies. Do like, share and subscribe our channel to never miss out our videos. Let's continue with the learning. Let's have a small introduction of myself. My name is Prince Garg. I'm having 3+ years of work experience and worked on Red Hat, VMware, Windows, Google Cloud, PowerShell, Python and Bash scripting. Kindly follow us on Facebook, Insta, LinkedIn, and reach out to us on itesfund.com. So in today's videos, we will learn what is Cockpit. It is a web-based interface provided by Red Hat on version 8 and how to set it up and how to use it. Let's continue. What is Cockpit? Cockpit is a user-friendly web-based interface for administering servers. It allows monitoring system resources and adjusting configuration with ease. Cockpit builds upon the existing functionality. It does not need any special infrastructure or configuration. Once installed, it is ready to use from then. When not in use, it will not use any memory or CPU on the server. Like when you logged in through web portal of Cockpit, then and only it will utilize your memory and CPU of the server. It always updates its data on web interface to reflect the current state of the server within the seconds. It does not store data or policy. People keep their system-wide permissions set and use the system credentials to log in. Optionally, we can take advantage of single sign-on with using Kerberos Authentication. Cockpit itself is not used for the configuration management. However, Cockpit can interact with the configuration management and custom server tools. What are the prerequisites of Cockpit setup? So before setting up Cockpit, ensure that we have installed the Red Hat Enterprise Linux and also we have enabled the networking. Then we need to register the system and attach it to subscription. You can also say that we have to configure the repositories. Now, setting up Cockpit. To install and enable the Cockpit, there are few steps. Like first we need to enable the extras and optional repositories to the server. This will give us access to the supplementary Cockpit packages such as Cockpit Dashboard. Then we need to install the Cockpit and Cockpit Dashboard packages which is required. The Cockpit Dashboard package provides the Dashboard tab interface on the server. This package is optional, but it is assumed to be installed on the server. Then we need to make some changes on the firewall as we need to allow external connections to port 9090 through the firewall service. Then we have to enable and start the cockpit.socket service to get this work. After that, Cockpit will be installed and running fine. Let's have a practical overview of it and set up Cockpit. I will also explain you some basic uses of Cockpit. We will have that that we must have the Red Hat Enterprise Linux installed, and we need to have the networking enabled. As you can see, I have enabled the networking on the server, and also you can check this by trying Google connection. Like this, I'm able to connect to the google.com as well, and your system will be registered to and attached to the subscription manager. So I've done the all three prerequisites, and now let's continue to the setup of Cockpit. So the first one is we have to install the required packages, which is Cockpit and Cockpit Dashboard. For this, we need to use DNF command as yum is removed from CentOS 8. We are having DNF over that. So DNF install Cockpit and Cockpit-dashboard. Now it's showing you that these packages will be installed and you need to press Y and then hit enter. This will not take too much time, like within a minute or less than that, it will gonna complete. So as you can see, it's completed. Let's clear out the screen. Now the next step is we have to configure the firewall, like to allow the port. So for that, we will use firewall -cmd --add port 9090 is of TCP. Okay, so yep, it's showing that already enabled because we have already made the changes. Like I have already did the changes previously as well. Now the next command which we will gonna use is firewall d. Okay, so the next command which we will gonna use is firewall -cmd -permanent -add port is equal to 9090/TCP. This command is to enable, or you can say make the permanent changes to the firewall. It's also showing that it's already enabled. Let's clear out the screen. Now let's take a look towards the service status. As you can see, it's showing that service is inactive, dead. Okay, let's start the service and then enable that one. Okay, so now we have started the service. As you can see, it's active. Let's enable this one. Okay, so now cockpit service is running, and let's take a look towards the web interface. So as we have checked for the IP address, we need to mention it over here along with the port number. This shows you that connection is not private. This is because of the SSL certification issue. You can just click on the advanced button and then proceed to IP address. As you can see, it's showing CentOS logo because we are running on the CentOS OS. Here you need to mention the username and password. As I am doing all the work with the root user, I am mentioning root over here. As you can see, it's logged in. And here you can see it's showing the hardware, and this is of VMware because we have created the virtual machine, the asset tag, machine ID, and the operating system. It is also checking for the updates to show over here. Also, it's showing that the server is not under any domain. We can join a domain from here. This has made the daily task of any administrator a bit simple, but if you want to use full power of Linux operating system, terminal is the only option. So here you can see the CPU graph, the memory and sub-memory usage graph, disk input-output graph, and the network traffic. Here is the logs tab where you can find all the logs. Under the networking, you can see more options related to networking part, like how much KB it's sending and receiving. Also, you can check out the networking logs over here. Under the accounts tab, you can see we are having root user. It's highlighted because we have logged in from the same user And also, if you have seen my previous videos, I have created 3 test users: test user 1, test user 2, and pgirl. Under the services, it's showing all the services with the automatic startup status and the current state. You can find the cockpit as well over here. You can see it's showing cockpit service, web service running. Okay. Then we can go to the applications tab. No applications is installed yet. Diagnostic report, kernel dump, SE Linux, terminal. From here you can like run any command like host name is the web-based terminal. Under the software updates, it will check for the updates available for you, like what updates are required for the server, and you can install them from here as well. So that's all for the cockpit overview and how to use it, how to set up it. We'll continue with the learning of Linux environment from our next videos. Also, by this video, we are closing the chapter, or you can say the module of using essential tools. We have created a lot of videos. You can go through them and let me know for any queries you are having related to using essential tools. Thank you.